Hey, what's going on, people? I'm sitting here just kind of chilling today, thinking about a lot of things. One thing that kind of came across my heart was, what is our idea of the afterlife, and what are we gonna be doing? And not as much as what we'll be doing, but like our mindset, because if you think about what this world is and things that take place, and there's a lot of jacked up stuff just from all over. But then there's a lot of, decent people, good people out there who just really desire just to live and enjoy this life. And I find it just difficult to kind of comprehend what we think this next step will be. For if you don't believe in the afterlife, that's cool. Or if you don't believe in God, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even care about all that stuff as far as what a person believes or not, because at the end of the day, we all gonna live. We gotta live on this earth, and we're all gonna die. And it's not even about being who's proven right. If you can live I just feel if you can live a just life, man, and not be, trying to screw over people, trying to hurt people, I don't know, man. I would just hope God would see that. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this will ever be found. If anybody will ever hear this. If they hear it now, this is what, May 2016? I think it's the 23rd or something like that. I don't know if people will hear this or wherever, but if you do, then, that's cool. I don't know what is going on in the time you're in. If someone hears it now, that's what's up. If not, and it's just years and years and I'm not even here anymore, that's what's going to be the surprising thing, because y'all will hear back on my words and wonder what's going on. But kind of let me go back to what I was just kind of saying. I wonder what our ideas of this, especially when it comes to Christians, because I hate to even say I am one, but as far as if that's what I guess it's the belief type of system I adhere to. I do believe in Jesus. I do believe that he died for humanity, but I just don't know about a lot of things, man. Like, when this ends, what happens? Is there some mind wipe or something that takes place? It's a strange thing, because you look at this world and we know that we're going to be judged, as far as those who do believe according to the concepts and the precepts of what Christians believe. And I'm not going to say I even believe everything or adhere to everything as strict, I guess, but I do believe there will be a judgment, but I don't know what that looks like, because at the end of the day, if I'm being judged, that means I have to have a remembrance of what I'm being judged according to. So you look at this world and you see that people are, especially, folks who say they have this spiritual or love of God, but then you see how they treat other people, and it just makes no sense. So what is heaven supposed to be? We give this old crazy idea that it's this love and peaceful existence that'll exist for all eternity, but we are not even showing that now. So is there supposed to be some mind wipe to where everyone forgets all the racism and all of the violence and the general just I would just say greed and unfairness that has been, just prevalent throughout this freaking world? I don't get it. What do we think this world is going to be? Or not this world, but the next world. What do we believe is going to be, and is it supposed to be so... It's supposed to be so beautiful, but how? How? When number one, we're judged according to what we have done and the deeds. And there will be things that I don't understand when it comes to stuff like this. And I'll be the first to say that. And I hate that people act like they know every freaking thing, man. We don't even know the depths of the sea, and we swear we know what's going to happen after this world ends, after this life ends. Like I say, I believe in what Jesus did and the rescue that he had to give us, because, man, we are broken. Humanity is broken. And the lack of care that we have for one another, the greed and the selfishness that we have, the ambitions that make no freaking sense, man. You look at this world and it's so freaking simple. But, I look at what's taking place right now. We are in an election year, and we have Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, and my hope would have been Bernie Sanders. Hopefully he's still strong. We see what happens as this election cycle continues, and see if he's the one who represents us as far as on the Democratic side. And I hate that we have these party lines, but it is what it is. But you got a person who is about the people, and the people don't care about that. It's crazy, man. And that's how I feel that he's about the people. I don't, that's he's been there. He some of the things that takes place, he wants to be rid of, like private prisons where folks make money off of folks going to jail. All these rich people not really giving a crap about those who are making them rich, basically. It feels like we're freaking cattle. And that's a daggone shame. But that's just extra stuff, honestly. There are so many things up in this world that we just don't, I don't even want to say realize, or I don't know, man. Honestly, I look at this world and I see people, and genuinely people do care for one another, I guess. Well, I ain't gonna say care for one another, because that's a lie. People are generally okay. That's what I'll say. But at the end of the day, we're so freaking selfish, and our ambitions get the better of us. There will always be a person who wants to have it all, or who wants to rule over others and all that other crap. Man, just let folks live. As long as they're not hurting people. They're not committing violence against people. They're not trying to rob and steal. And whatever else. They're not trying to desire what the next man has, because you know what? They can get it too. And we can fake and we can front and be like, oh, all men are created equal. But you know what? Although we are created equal, we're not treated equal. We are not treated equally. And that's just the truth, man. When you have a country that has so much freaking abundance, or when you have countries that go in and just rape other countries for their resources, then you have a problem. And then folks just sit back blind to it, and don't want to look at it or pretend like these things aren't taking place, man. And they are, and it's a pity. It's a freaking pity, man. Right now I'm sitting up inside my car, just kind of thinking about so much, man. Hopefully in my next little joint, man, I'm gonna have I want to read something that I saw posted on Facebook. Hopefully folks, hopefully y'all enjoy that one. I'm at work and I'm just kind of looking at just life pass by for everybody. And it's a shame, man. It's a shame. I don't really know what's going to take place and how this world will be shaped over the next 10 years, 20, 40. Right now I'm about to be 36. And I swear, the older I get, I don't even want to say the older I get. I don't know what it is, man. Just every day, the more and more these days go by, and I just think, like, why is this world the way it is? I ask God sometimes, why did he let this be like this? I sometimes ask him, why in the heck did we get punished for the sins of our forefathers? You know, I didn't come into this world like that, wanting this stuff. Man, honestly, straight up, man, I would love to see a world to where everyone had, and it's just weird, man, because the way this world, it could be so dope, man, where we got access to so much stuff. We can travel and we can see, and we just don't care about that, man, because at the end of the day, we want to take advantage . We want to take advantage of the people. We want to take advantage of the resources. We want to take advantage of this earth, and then we want to profit off of it when none of this stuff was just ours. We're going to die one day. I'm going to die. You're going to die. And it's going to be done. And this earth will be over with, man. So I just don't understand why we just fail each other, basically. It's a pity, man. It is a pity. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of hope that this is found. I don't know. Them servers might be destroyed and this might forever be gone. I hope not, though. I hope that somewhere this might be still kind of floating around. Somebody finds it and gives it a listen. You know, don't listen to my words, but as far as, like, my words are not anything special. I know there's plenty of people who feel the same way, who see this world for really what it should be. But then there's so many others who are so blinded by what this world is, so caught up in wanting to do what this world has taught us to do since we were born. And it seems like we can't get out of that rat trap. I hate this. I hate the world the way it is, man. I hate the world the way it is. I look at myself, you know, as a black man in America, and folks will deceive you and try to say, hey, you know, it ain't bad no more, but it is. It's not. It's just covert. Thank God I managed to be able to kind of overcome some things, but honestly, it's been by His grace alone. I look at certain areas, man, and, thank God that I'm out of there, like living in Chicago. My kids don't have to grow up there because it's ridiculous. Looking at just urban communities and the first thing someone wants to say is, well, why don't they do this or why don't they do that? And even though they out there doing those things, folks don't see it. Why don't they protest murders against each other? And, that's happening. But there's a system that was meant to oppress, and it has done a great job. There are no opportunities. The education system suck. And then you have an area that is a little more diverse. The area I'm living in right now. And it's terrible. Still, the school systems suck. They do. And you can't fully blame the teachers, but lack of funding. The government will fund freaking prisons better than they fund schools. And it goes right back to my question of, what is heaven? What is this heaven that folks are talking about? There is no way that we can go into heaven with a mentality such as this. Such as what this world is built on right now. No way. How does that happen? Because honestly, there are people who are loving and decent and straight up who I call friends who have this type of freaking view. Who views, oh my gosh. But is that a reason for them to go to hell? Because their view is skewed of the way the world should be and how humanity is and certain privileges that they may been birthed with just based off of their skin color? That doesn't make them worthy of, of punishment. Some folks are just blind. Some folks willfully stay like that. And, okay. I don't have all the answers. Heck, I don't even think I have any. I just think a lot. I hope the Lord sets this right soon. But I love this place. I really do. I love being able, right now we can play video games with our friends. Folks can go hunting, hiking, just whatever they want, basically. But, you got to have the monetary means in most cases to do some of these things. But we can enjoy this world, friendship and all those things. But, man, but it's hard though, because you think like we can in some places, but then others can't. There are kids out there starving to death. People out here murdering folks, man, for trivial things, or it's just a bunch of nonsense that goes on, and it probably still goes on right now. I hope y'all found a better way. I could say depending on when this is found, but hey, who knows? Could be found tomorrow and somebody freaking post it, and then I laugh because I know that was me. Maybe somebody might figure it out, but I still won't divulge who I am. I don't want to. I want to be anonymous. I don't want to be a no-name person. I just want to chill, man, live on this earth. And when I die, man, that's it, man. Die, and prayerfully, I can go into the next life just with a smile, man, knowing that others will enter in and be able to just be relieved. But there should be relief here as well. And it's sad that it's not. It's sad that you have to have wealth in order to quote unquote find the relief when folks, even wealthy folks, ain't happy. I say that, not hate, but they ain't happy. Are they so bent on trying to keep their wealth that they just step on those who don't have? It's a shame, man. It's a shame what folks have allowed wealth and status to do to them. No, hey, I swear, man, I hope that, oh, shoot. Sorry, guys, my mind went somewhere else real quick. I was thinking about my home life real quick, just something that I had put in the freezer and it might be busted. I don't know. One day soon, I hope. One day soon, I hope we can get it together. I love y'all who listen. If you hear this, just know that there are people who really desire a better world.